Today's vehicle, Chevy 2017 Chevy Silverado 3500 high country. Customer's concern, sees fluid leaking on the passenger front side. Let's raise it up and see. We're concerned with a transmission fluid leak. Upon inspecting the transmission lines, everything looks very dry, and going down to where the radiator is, I looked at the radiator lines are going to the transmission lines are going to the radiator. They're very dry. However, I see a little wetness over here that can you see is dripping down. I wasn't able to detect the leak at first because the vehicle was not running, so I could not see anything but that wetness I showed you earlier. So I started the vehicle, and that's how the fluid starts to drip. So I looked further more, and there it was. The cooler line that's coming from the radiator that is going to the cooler. Let's see if I can get a light on there to shine. There you go. You see where it's pinched right on that bracket that's in front of the bumper, behind the bumper actually. That's where the line is being pinched. The two lines that's going to the cooler, one right here and the one that's behind it, they come on one assembly. That's where the leak is. You can see it. So that needs to be replaced. If you like the content of this video, please comment, like, share, and subscribe, and make sure you go ahead and watch the full video on replacing the whole line. And these are the cooler lines that are going to the radiator. You can see they're dry. Okay, today is a follow-up video on replacing the cooler line for the transmission that is going from the radiator to the cooler line in the front of the vehicle. I had to remove everything. You have to remove the front bumper, the grill, the top here, a lot of stuff to remove. There's the bumper. This is the new cooler line. I had a very small transmission fluid leak from the front. You would not be able to detect it. You see some wetness underneath the vehicle, but you cannot see where it's coming from. So in order for me to really find out where it was coming from, I had to start the vehicle. And look, where's one of the lines is pinched right here on the bumper, behind the bumper, one of the brackets here. It's pinched right there. And this is where it's feeding the lines behind the radiator. So I removed the air intake box. Okay, this is a follow-up video on how to remove the cooler line, the transmission cooler line on a 3500 high country 2017 Chevy. You gotta remove both front headlights in order for you to get to the cooler line, and you gotta remove this piece right here, this guardrail. So there's a lot of 13 mil bolts and 10 mil bolts down here, up here, here, under there, in order for you to get to that transmission cooler line. I've been asked by a lot of friends that there's hardly any videos online on how to show it, how to remove this transmission fluid line, but this is the way. As you see, it's coming apart. There's a lot of clips that you need to remove. Gotta take the head latch over here too, and that's the last part. Last piece is off, and there you have it. There's the cooler line. This is it. There's the clips right here. You have to unhook. The lines are coming apart. These clips that you have to take off in order for you to take these lines off. With the use of a pick, It gets very tricky to sneak them out of here from behind the radiator, so I have to sneak them up one leg at a time, one hose line at a time. And there you have it. It's already out. Time to put the new line in and reverse the process. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe.